Hello, my name is Shagufta Hakim and I'm an independent scholar focusing on gender-based violence and South Asian communities. I'm here on behalf of the Global Indian Progressive Alliance to issue a statement, a press release. The Global Indian Diaspora calls for the safety and security of women and condemns growing violence against women in India. On September 14, 2020, a 19-year-old Dalit woman was raped, tortured, and murdered, allegedly by a group of dominant-caste men in the village of Hathras, in India's Uttar Pradesh, UP state. Unfortunately, this is not the first heinous crime against women India has seen. And considering the trends and state's apathy, this will not be the last one either. In fact, as we read out this statement, there is an incident already underway somewhere in the country. If government statistics, the National Crime Records Bureau data are to be believed, about 100 women would be raped by the end of today, with about one rape reported every 15 minutes. Per Reuters study, in 2018, India has been cited as the most dangerous country in the world for women. Let us contextualize these accolades coming under the current administration, which takes pride in its national campaigns such as Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Save the Daughter, Educate the Daughter. However, there is clearly a marked difference between government's policy, intent, and action, and the reality of violence against women that largely goes unpunished. After a similar brutal rape murder incident of a young 23-year-old female in 2012 in the capital city of New Delhi, the then ruling government instituted Nirbhaya Fund to bring more safety and security to the women of India. Unfortunately, today about 90% of those funds are still reportedly unused. The Hathras rape and murder case is yet another stark reminder of the dangers faced by women in India and lack of attention from both national and state governments. The brutal rape, murder, and cremation of the victims should make every Indian hang their head in shame, whose family was not even accorded the basic dignity of performing the last rites for their daughter. The UP government's stance of dismissing the rape, hindering the elected opposition of leaders from meeting the victim's family in their hour of grief, and delegitimizing ensuing public frustration as an international conspiracy is yet another instance of continued apathy on behalf of the administration, and it is a condemnable and reprehensible form of governance. We at the Global Indian Progressive Alliance, GIPA, stand with all the protesters in demanding accountability and justice for the victim. We further demand the Minority Commission to take cognizance of this crime as not only that of sexual violence, but also one that involves the intersectionality of caste-based violence. We join the Global Indian Diaspora that represents voices across religion, faith, ideologies, and values in condemning the lawlessness in the state of UP under the current administration and recognize the danger of caste-based violence in further dividing the country and its communities. We demand accountability of the government of Uttar Pradesh as well as that of Prime Minister Modi and his government under whose leadership 90% of the Nirbhaya funds remain reportedly unused, and that has failed consistently to protect the life, liberty, and dignity of its citizens, particularly including the minority and the women population. We call for a complete overhaul of our cultural values that values patriarchy and masculinity as a symbol of strength, and that degrades women as an object of sexual desire or for being objectified in popular media. As a progressive alliance, we are constantly reminded that women's rights are human rights, and we must ensure a safer country for our women to progress collectively as a nation. When the majority of our population lives under a threat of physical or sexual harm or caste-based violence, we are far from being a progressive or developed country. We must change this course. In solidarity, on behalf of the Global Indian Progressive Alliance. Thank you.